The early release scheme of UK prisoners could prove to be really problematic for the UK government, and they're going to need to get grips on it quickly. Just as a heads up, this video is going to be talking about the early release of prisoners who are, in prison for sexual assault, rape, paedophilia, etc. So it's a difficult topic, and this is sort of the content warning. Now, at time of recording, the Conservative Party leader Kemi Badenoch is doing a press conference with various victims of sexual assault, domestic violence, incest, paedophilia, who all of whom's the perpetrator of their crimes are in prison, and they've all received a letter in the post telling them that the perpetrator of the of their crime has been is eligible for early release and has had their sentence either reduced down to 50% or reduced down to 33%. Can you imagine how deeply, deeply triggering that must be for those women? My God. It is incredibly hard to come forward and talk about domestic assault, sexual violence, sexual assault, rape. It is so hard. The structure of our justice system, of our policing system, of the way our media works, of our culture, is designed to make it really, really hard for victims of these kinds of crimes to come forward. They get told that they were asking for it, or it didn't really happen, or whatever it might be. Right? They get dismissed, and it's so difficult. And these women who were at this press conference are some of the very few who the perpetrator of the crime against them have actually been arrested. Can you imagine then getting an impersonal letter in the post saying that actually they're going to be released early? It really needs to be resolved, and it needs to be resolved quickly. Now, part of the reason why there's more, why the prisons are so full is because there are more police officers making more arrests, and because there was a huge backlog of trials during COVID. Now, both of those things were known quantities, so why we weren't building more prisons and investing more in our prison system at the same time that we were doing measures that were very clearly increase the number of arrests is kind of beyond me. I don't really know, but the point is, they need to urgently review this, and Burnham has paused it. But the problem is going to keep coming up, and there are structural problems here. We need to build more prisons, right?